In London, protesters outside Parliament today as lawmakers MPs are debating President Trump's invitation to visit England. A lot of British Parliament members say tampering with the president's state visit would be a crucial mistake. Others echoing the sentiments of nearly 2 million people who signed that petition to retract the invitation.
And let's not kid ourselves. This UK government, with its ever-reducing plans to help child refugees, has knowingly and deliberately couried into this Islamophobic, misogynistic, dangerously confused, if events in Sweden are anything to go by, leader of the free world.
But I do respect the fact that he stood on a platform which he is now delivering. He is going to go down in history as being roundly condemned for being the only politician to deliver on his promises.
What really matters to the future of Europe is that the transatlantic alliance should continue and should prosper. And there is every prospect of that happening, provided that we reach out to this inexperienced individual.
Given President Trump's remarks about torture, his misogynistic stance against women, as well as Muslims, that associating with him in the form of a state visit does huge amounts of damage to the Queen and our monarchy.
Richard Quest, host of Quest Means Business. Explain to me, I mean, they invited him. When we say state visit, this is like morning dress, red carpet, carriages,
you're talking
Buckingham Palace.
The whole thing. You're talking about carriages up the mall, sitting next to the Queen, full state banquet, hundreds of people.
The whole deal.
Bring out the gold plate, the whole works, and a return banquet that the President would then give to Her Majesty. And of course, it's who pays when you have a state visit, a full state visit. The host country, which would be the UK, would pay. But really, this is about. I mean, the statement's just come out from the British government. Forgive me reading it off my BlackBerry. Yes, I'm still old enough to have one of these. This is an increasingly unstable world, the government says. The United Kingdom and the United States have worked together side by side, especially with the world as it is today. That is why a state visit matters so much. Put simply, diplomacy matters. What the British government is doing is currying favour here. They say, look, Obama had one. Bush had one in his...
But way into the presidency.
No, in the first term. In the first term. In the first
We're
term.
talking the first year with the president.
Yes, but Theresa May wants something very badly.
What does she want?
She wants a free trade deal, or at least the opening of negotiations for a post-Brexit free trade deal. Now, bear in mind, she's going to start the negotiations in March. She's got 2 years to 2019. She wants to have, by the end of those negotiations, the United States free trade deal in the back pocket, or at least the promise of it.
So then if you have, these MPs deciding whether or not it's a state visit, who decides?
Hot air. This is all you need to know about
this. This is a show.
It's a show. It gives them a chance to bloviate and to make a lot of noise about it. They have no power over it. The only questionable power that is from the Speaker of the House, John Bercow, who has opposed the President making an address to Parliament in Westminster. They are against that. That's still to be negotiated and finessed. But a state visit, it's the government that decides. The MPs are making hot air. It's going to happen.
What do you imagine, whatever sort of visit it is, the rolling out of the red carpet or not, I mean, it must be a combination of protests and
it is going to be a bun fight.
A what?
You know, throwing buns and cakes and things. I mean,
a bun fight.
A bun fight. It's going to be an absolute show. I mean, you're going to have them going down the mall. You're going to have protesters on one side, supporters on the other. They'll lock down Heathrow Airport. I mean, I remember, though, when Theresa May offered the invitation on behalf of the Queen, she didn't know the same day, or at least we don't think she knew,
that the travel ban
would come in, that it would all sort of ferment quite so quickly.
Okay.
But even as she's got to stick this out. From her point of view, she needs Donald Trump, and he gets perhaps even a golf game on one of the Queen's golf courses.
Can I come to London with you when you go cover this?
Look, as soon as I saw the announcement about the state visit, I said, do I put the ticket now or next week? Right. I mean, we'll all be there. I promise you, this is going to be a bun fight.
Huge deal. Okay, Richard Quest, thank you so much as always.